One word to describe Mrs. Tenreiro.
Awesome and helpful. Amazing.
Awesome.
Caring.
Confident.
Fun.
Generous.
Optimistic.
Reliable.
Spectacular.
Hero.
Very kind.
Very sweet and kind. And always there. Just always there for everything.
I am Lisa Tenreiro, and I am a school counselor at Woonsocket Middle School. I try to be the best person I can be for my students every day. And I often tell them that we're only here for a certain amount of time. And so the crisis that they're having in that moment is just one little piece of time in a bigger world. And so I encourage them, and I try to model how I want them to be. There's always a few students who kind of stand out each year. One of them in particular spent a lot of time in my office trying to really figure things out, figure her life out, figure out where she was going, what she wanted to be, how she would communicate that to her very traditional family, and what impact she could have in the school in helping other students become more tolerant and acceptable of just differences in one another. I met her as a 6th grader, and she was very, very shy and very withdrawn. And as an 8th grader, she was the leader of our Gay Straight Alliance, which is one of the first middle school Gay Straight Alliances in the state of Rhode Island. I had asked her towards the end of the year how having a school counselor made a difference in her middle school experience. And she said she didn't have anybody, but that she had me. For the most part, we are a disadvantaged school in that as a district, we're in tough times as far as funding is concerned. 77% of our students receive free and reduced lunch. Many of them come from single-parent homes. Many of them have parents who are incarcerated. A lot of them are on their own. They come from families where one or both parents are working a 3rd shift, so they're getting themselves ready for their school day. Being a middle school student is extremely challenging. I think even more challenging given the events of the world today and how just social media in and of itself. And so to be a middle school student with all of those challenges in addition that they face at home is extremely difficult. One of the things that we focus on in this office is that once you cross the threshold of this office, there's nothing you can do about what happened prior to coming into this office. And so our focus is always, how will you handle whatever's going on when you leave this office? So we can't change what happened yesterday, we can't change what happened an hour ago, and we can't change what happened a minute ago with your teacher. But now that you're here and we're going to have a conversation and we're going to brainstorm and we're going to figure out how to get through this, your impact is when you leave this door. And what will you do with the information, with the conversation that we've had when you leave this door to make the situation better or different? There are hundreds and hundreds of stories that come through this door every day to make up an entire school year. And some of them are heartbreaking and some of them are joyful. Some of them are quick and some of them are very, very long. And it would be impossible to capture everything that happens behind this door. But the amazing part of my job is that I get to be a part of every single one of those stories.